Hello, my love. Welcome to another episode of Blisstopia podcast. I am your host, Mercedes Castellani, and today we're going to have the part one of a series of 3 podcast episodes on money mindset and how to manifest the level of wealth that you wish in your life. Before we dive into today's show, it feels super special to be talking about this topic when actually July has been, first of all, the best month since the very beginning of my business, the month in which I reached the aggressive income goal that I had only on the 8th of July, meaning that there's still 20 something days to keep on growing. And July is also the month in which I actually started making more money on my business than in my corporate job. And mind you, I had a very, very good corporate job as a marketing director in Europe. So my salary was also already very, very nice and very good for European standards. Achieving this feels so important, not only for me as a proof that it is possible, but also as an example for every woman out there who wants to create her own business, who wants to follow her soul's calling, who wants to find her purpose and turn that purpose into a business or turn that purpose into a new career move. My invitation here is to think, what if the chapter that is waiting for you could be even better, also from a financial standpoint? Because I think many times we have this belief that we can either be aligned with our purpose or we can make a lot of money. So either we do a job that we don't like, but we make a lot of money, or we align ourselves with our purpose, but we might not make that much money. So what I'm conveying here today is that we get to have both. We get to have purpose and wealth. So if you want to make a change in your life, but there's this fear that you might not make enough money when you switch, I'm here to tell you that it is possible and that you get to have it all. You get to have the purpose and the impact and the joy and the excitement and all the wealth that you wish for yourself. We get to have it all. So it is from this place of embodiment of the messages that I'm going to share in this series that I can actually share all of this, because I see it play out in my life. I've built a life of wealth for myself, coming from, a medium class family in Argentina, in Latin America. And I've been able to create a life for myself that is filled with purpose, with impact, with joy every day of my life, and with wealth. So let's dive into today's podcast episode, because we have a lot to share about abundance mindset, and lack mindset. First of all, let's start by the definition of abundance. Abundance is, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, every time that we have more than enough of something. And this is not only linked to wealth, it can be linked to peace, joy, time, love, pleasure, sunshine, food, water, opportunities, options. Every time that you have more than enough of something, you are in a situation of abundance. Now, what is important here is to anchor ourselves in a state of gratitude and to really understand those areas of our lives in which we are already abundant, in which we have more than enough peace, more than enough joy, more than enough time, more than enough love, more than enough pleasure, more than enough sunshine, more than enough opportunities. So I invite you to list 3 things and to think right now, as you're listening to this podcast, to think of three things that you have more than enough of in your life right now. In my case, it's an abundance of love because I'm in a beautiful, committed relationship and I receive so much love from this person. But also, there is so much love all over in my life, from my family and to my family, from my friends and to my friends. There's love towards my body, there's love towards my dog, Amore. There's love that I give to my partner. There's so much love in my life right now. There's love for every living being that it's out there, every human being, every plant, every animal. There's a lot of love. There's more than enough of love in my life right now. There's an abundance of sunshine because I live in Madrid. So between April and October, the weather is just fantastic. July and August are a little bit too hot for my taste, but there's pretty much half of the year in which you have an amazing weather. The sun is always there. And if I'm this tan, it's because I live in Spain. I live in Madrid. So there's an abundance of sunshine with not only living in Madrid, but so many trips that I get to do. I've just been in Italy and Menorca, and just so many trips where there's a lot of sunshine. And I love sun, I love vitamin D, and it really makes me feel so good. And then there's an abundance of opportunities. I get opportunities to speak in webinars very often. I get new clients coming into my world every week. I get opportunities to travel, opportunities to invest, opportunities to discover new things. There's so many opportunities and options in my life right now that my whole game is, okay, which are the opportunities that will take me further down the line, which will allow Blisstopia to grow even more. And it's a matter of choice and a matter of also time management to be able to hold all of those opportunities that I decide to hold with my very best presence, energy, and quality. I only want to give my very best. So my game right now is how to choose, how to prioritize certain opportunities, and to make sure that I hold those opportunities at the higher standard that I've set for myself and for my business. So that's me. What about you? Which are your three things that you have more than enough of in your life right now? So now we're going to dive into abundance mindset and lack mindset. And in order to explain this, I want you to imagine that you go to a networking event, you go to a cocktail party, and you meet two different women. One of them is thinking that there will always be more opportunities, there will always be more clients. She thinks that there is enough for everyone, enough jobs for everyone, enough money for everyone, enough clients for everyone. She thinks that life is about flourishing. She's really thinking, okay, what's the next idea? What's the next step that is going to make me, even happier, like even more excited about life? She notices abundance right now. She's telling you all of the beautiful things that are happening in her life right now. Maybe she just came back from an amazing trip in Bali with her partner, and she's sharing this amazing trip, amazing experiences that she lived with her partner. And when you're just talking to her, you feel this rush of energy. because there's so many beautiful things happening in her life, and she's sharing all of that with you, and you're like, wow, that's amazing, that's so beautiful. She's really grateful. She doesn't take these beautiful things for granted. She's really, really grateful that she gets to enjoy all of this and that she gets to do all of these things. And she believes that there's no limits in her life, that if she sets her mind on something, she will be able to make that thing happen for herself and for the people that she loves. She celebrates other people. So when this woman sees other women winning, she's super happy for them. She's celebrating them. She's learning from them. If these women were able to do it, she's thinking, if it worked for these women, it could also work for me. So instead of judging, I'm just going to celebrate their wins. She's very generous. So she's, paying for things and inviting things for people because she really, really enjoys it. And she goes to this event thinking, how can I serve others? How can I add value into other people's lives? She's trust based, meaning that she will give you information. She's going to tell you everything. She's an open book. And she trusts that you are going to do the best with that information and that you will never use that against her in any way. She's really thinking long term. So she came to this event thinking, how can I serve others? How can I help others? And maybe one day in the future, that is going to come back to me. But right now, I'm just enjoying this event and supporting other people. And deep, deep down, she feels a sense of wholeness. She knows that we are all connected, we're all the same thing. And she knows that when one woman wins, all of us win together. So she knows how important it is to have a collective point of view. Now, in the same event, you meet another woman who is complaining because she's looking for a new job and she cannot find that job. So she thinks that there will never be enough jobs. There's a crisis right now and there's not enough jobs and there's not enough money. The jobs that are out there don't pay so well. And there's maybe not enough clients for everybody. And she really thinks that life is about survival. Okay, how can I make ends meet? How can I find this new job? And that's pretty much it. She just came from a beautiful trip with her partner, but she's like complaining that the flights were too expensive, that the food wasn't good. And yeah, just all in all, not recognizing how amazing that opportunity was. She's very ungrateful because she has beautiful things in her life, but she's not acknowledging that she has all of that in her life. And she has significant limits for her life and what's possible for her. So she's probably thinking, this is the type of job that I've always done, and there is no way I'm going to change it and have something like substantially better or substantially different from what I'm actually currently doing. So you talk to her and you start to notice that when she sees other women win, she's super jealous. Because deep down, she doesn't believe that she deserves to have those things, that she's capable of having those things. So when she sees other women, she's really jealous of them. She's very sparing. She's not going to pay for things. And she's really counting, pennies. And you had 2 drinks and I had 1 drink. There's no way I'm going to pay for your drinks. And she came to this event thinking, what's in it for me? How are people going to help me? What kind of information I am going to receive? She's very fear-based. So she's like scared that things are not going to turn right. She doesn't trust people. And she's really thinking short term. She's thinking, I need to get a new job. And I need these people to help me get a new job. Let's see if I can talk to someone who can help me to get this new job. And that's it. She's not thinking about the long term and how life might unfold in unexpected, unknown ways. And deep down, there's this sense of separation, this sense of each of the people who are here in this on this event tonight are individuals, and we are separate entities from one another. So their success has nothing to do with my success, and my success has nothing to do with their success. So my invitation for you is to think, first of all, which of these women would you like to spend time with during that cocktail party? Which of those two women is more attractive to you, is more magnetic to you? Which of these women you really want to, spend your whole evening talking about and learning from them and just, being in their energy? The second question that I would ask you is, imagine that in your company, there's a new role that is opening up. And these two women, they happen to do pretty much the same thing. They have the same hard skills. Which of these women would you recommend in your company so that you guys hire her? First one, who is positive, abundant, or the second one, who's really scared, has a very low vibration, and she's just thinking about herself. She doesn't care about other people. Which one would you invite to your team, to your company? If you had to hire someone in your own company, which of these two would you hire? So this really shows us that our energies and our beliefs will end up creating a reality around us. These beliefs become self-fulfilled prophecies. So if you think there's more than enough jobs out there, you will end up seeing more jobs out there, finding more jobs out there. If you think that there's not enough jobs out there, you will find yourself in a situation of scarcity. So my final invitation for you here is to realize and to think, are you being grateful with the things that you already have in your life? Are you being, really connected to the frequency of gratitude of the things that are abundant in your life? And then second, which of these two women are you? Are you the abundant one, the generous one, the positive one? Or are you the fear-based, jealous, sparing one? Which of those two are you embodying right now? And again, this is not to shame any of those two or to, signal. This is just for your self-awareness. And from that gratitude and self-awareness, we can grow, we can build the level of wealth that we want to have. But first, we need to connect with this frequency of gratitude and with this abundance mindset. There's going to be 2 more episodes on this topic of wealth and money mindset. So tune in next week and the week after for part 2 and part 3. In part 2, we're going to be covering your relationship with money. And in part 3, we're going to be covering money manifestation. If you want to work on your money mindset, I am here for you. I would love to hear from you. All you need to do is book a discovery call. The link is in the show notes. We will get to meet one another. I will love to learn about your situation and the things that you want to change about your money mindset and your current financial situation. And then from that, I will present to you my one-on-one life coaching program so that we can go in 4 months from the point A, where you currently are right now, to the point B, in your finances, which is where you want to be. So I would love to hear from you. Book your discovery call. The link is in the show notes. I will see you on the next episode. And in the meantime, in Blisstopia we trust.